Hello, good morning. Welcome to Tech Turks again. Today I have Uchenna Okezie, the founder of At Your Service. At Your Service is a company that provides HR-related services for people using a digital platform. So, Uchenna, welcome to Tech Turks.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for coming on.
Thank you very much.
So, At Your Service, tell me, how long has it been in operation, and how did it start? What were you doing before this started?
Okay, thanks for that question. At Your Service was founded last year, 2018, around July, August. So that was when the team was set up. But then we did not launch the website until November 30 last year. So basically just 1 year old. And what we intended to do is to disrupt the HR sector. Currently there is a big problem in Nigeria where everyone is looking for jobs, and at the same time everyone is looking for who to hire to fill. So it doesn't make any sense. So you want to get the right person to do something for you, you can't find it. But at the same time, everyone is looking for jobs. So we wanted to solve that problem, and that was what inspired At Your Service.
So what were you doing before you started At Your Service? Because you took a big gamble. I'm sure you had a job, and suddenly you left that job and you started building a solution and also getting the infrastructure required.
Yeah, so I had a head start in my career. I graduated in 2015 from FUTU. And just immediately after I graduated, I became an assistant project manager for the installation of CCTV cameras at 5 international airports in Nigeria. So that had me traveling, and that increased my confidence. And so I co-founded a company, Infomore, where we dealt on tech-related solutions for education. So we built digital content for the Lagos State government, for instance. We did 1,700 videos for them, summarizing the secondary school curriculum. So I managed that project as well. We got the contract and also managed it. Then we're also doing VAS. We had a VAS license, the telecom VAS. So I also managed that business. So I was doing business development for the company, operations management, and recruiting as well for the company. So all that coupled with the work we were doing at the airport gave me some exposure and gave me a very good start to my career. Increased my confidence and exposed me to other opportunities.
So At Your Service has a website.
Yes.
And you're also on the iOS and Play Store.
So we had to pull down the mobile apps because we needed to revamp the operations. So as a startup, one of the challenges we faced was that we were a bit too naive. So we presumed too much. We were thinking that Nigerians were ready for tech the way we thought of it. But then we now found out that people still prefer to have that human contact. They wanted to have that human element. So we started focusing more attention on interactions with people. So we set up a call center. So we have this 070,000, 10,000, that if you call our number and say, I need this, someone also will respond to you. So that way people had more confidence in that because they call and they are able to describe exactly what they want. So they don't just say, I need a painter. For instance, they say, that kind of paint that you have in this place, that's exactly what I want. I hope the person will do it. So they wanted to have that kind of assurance, right? And just go to the website. So the call center attracted more people. People were calling our number 070,000, 10,000. Then we set up a WhatsApp channel as well, with the same number, and the social media handles where people chat and then they're getting a human interaction, and that has improved. So we had to pull down the app. Pending when when the company has fully understood how the operations will run best, then we now integrate all that in the app.
So walk me through the whole process. I need a plumber, and I go to the website because I like websites. I don't like call centers.
So you just go to the website at yourservice.ng, and there's a shiny search bar there that says what do you want. So you just say I need a plumber. And then the website, if your GPS is on, the location is on, it immediately locates where you are, and then sends you 3 plumbers who are near your vicinity. And you can pick and call any of them and interact with them directly.
Okay.
So, but if you want to get that Your Service assurance, you can call us and say, I want a plumber and I want you guys to manage this. I need this plumbing job to be done. Then we now bring a plumber and get the work done. But if you want to interface with the plumber directly, or you want to interface with the carpenter or whoever you're looking for, then you just go to your website, pick up your number. But then we won't allow you to hold us responsible if the guy disappoints you, doesn't come. We guarantee you the guy is good at what he does, but we cannot guarantee you that if he says he'll come at 7 a.m., he'll come at 7 a.m. So that's that we cannot really assure.
So what's the revenue model of the business? Because, well, okay, I can go in, I can search for a plumber, and then I can bypass the at your service insurance or assurance and call the person directly. I mean, the way I see it, I'm already taking a risk. I'm going to a website, I am getting a name, and somebody's coming to my house based on the fact that at your service is assuring it, which is the first time I'm interacting with them.
So the revenue model for us is that the plumber pays us a subscription to have his number visible to you. If he does not pay us, we will show you his picture and his name. Okay. But when you click on the number, you see our number to call. So, but he pays us as low as 5,000 naira a year. Because the essence of this is to give people jobs, really, to give people a source of income. So we are not really so keen on getting these people to pay us too much money. So those who refuse to pay, because there have been a few plumbers who say they're not going to pay, or a few artisans who say they don't have the money to pay, we say fine. So we'll get them jobs and then we charge 10% commission. So that's an alternative for those who don't have 5,000 naira to pay upfront. So we charge them 10% commission. So that is one. Then for companies who want to recruit en masse or who want to get full-time staff, so they send us JDs and say, I need people who can do this. Then they pay us some fees, recruitment fees, and we've seen more of that happening. Those who want to recruit salespeople, who want to recruit enumerators, all kinds of things, and even full staff, senior mid-level roles, we are also available to them.
How many people are in your ecosystem? So in terms of people that have subscribed?
Oh, so now there are several thousands. And it's not only in Nigeria. So recently we got a project that took us to Ghana. We did some recruitment in Ghana. I recruited 150 people in Ghana. So because of the recruitment arm that only recently started, we now have more applications. So people are signing up not just because they have skills they want to offer, but also because they want jobs. So we're providing full-time jobs and also freelance opportunities. So that's making several people now sign up in Nigeria, Ghana, and other countries as well.
How have you funded this whole project?
So first of all, we received a push at the beginning. We got seed funding from the Tony Edemelu Foundation. And honestly, that was the single biggest motivation for me to quit my job and start this, because I believe that was some good validation. So knowing the process that goes around the selection process, and we were one out of 1,000 plus that were selected, 2018. So that was a big push. So that gave us a little bit of capital to start. Then a lot of people have identified with the vision of At Your Service. They understand that it's more of a social enterprise than a company for profit. So people have supported us with donations, and some have supported us with loans, repayable whenever we can. And that's been how we've been able to boost. Then I have my own savings as well, and some of my friends also who occasionally say, hey, Uche, you're doing well, I like what you're doing, keep it up. And then there have been a few people who have also invested for equity. So we've sold a little bit of equity as well. And recently, we've seen most of our operations being funded by revenue that we're generating. So we hope that sooner or later we'll be a profitable company. Yeah.
The final question, in terms of diversity, I mean, like the people that apply, are they, what's the balance between male and female?
There are definitely more male.
Okay.
I don't know why though, but so last time I looked at the statistics, I think it was 65-35.
Okay. Which is the normal average, yes.
Then it's spread, geographic spread all over the country. Every state is represented in our workforce. And recently we got, I think 10,000 of this Empower, a database of 10,000 people who were trained after receiving the Empower grant. They were also trained in skills acquisition.
Empower grant, which is
federal
Empower, yes.
So they were also trained in skills acquisition. About 10,000 of them, we had them onboarded on At Your Service. And we hope to empower more of them. So several of them have already gotten some jobs and some full-time jobs and part-time jobs, but then we want to empower as many of them as possible.
Fantastic. Uchenna, thank you very much for coming on Tech Turks.
Thank you so much.
We'll continue the conversation offline.